Okay. I mean, if I'm speaking normally to just people, I'll just come out with, there are so few things you need to know. The Lord's Prayer, Our Father, and the 2 commandments. Love God, love your neighbor as yourself. And then, if they hit you on this cheek, turn the other cheek. Every single hair on the head of your fellow man is precious and special. Therefore you can't kill them. Love can never include killing. Don't try and justify it with the Old Testament and David and all the... That was... Christ came to give us the new covenant of his blood. The body and blood of Christ. Wine, water. Bread and wine and water. That was the new covenant, the new mandate. This is when I walked out of the Jehovah's Witness last week. On Tuesday they did Pesach, Passover, which is the true day of the full moon, in the Jewish calendar, etc. That was Passover on Tuesday. But today is reading from Luke chapter 23. Christ, the Last Supper. And saying, oh, we're Jehovah's Witness, we don't do, bread and wine. Well, I'm sorry, chaps, and I don't do you, because who do you think you are, you arrogant little Watsons? Because you think you're somehow, you can dismiss Christ's central act of worship. Well, they're rubbish. Truly, there's my first prophecy. They'll fall apart, the Jehovah's Witness, because they're saying the words, right? They're from America, and Pennsylvania, I think, this Watchtower thing. There's my first prophecy. Truly, they're arrogant little Get my tongue, didn't I? They'll fall apart. There it is. That'll do. Because they study the Bible, okay? They're real, students of the stuff. And they're arrogant. They are so sure that they're sure they know everything. They'll fall apart. There's my first prophecy. The Jehovah's Witnesses will fall apart. That's interesting. I didn't know I was going to say that. I know what I thought about it. I've made a film about it earlier. But that's my first prophecy. The Jehovah's Witnesses will fall apart. Because they're abusing your word, my Lord. They know it well, much better than I do. See, I know nothing, okay? I readily admit to my absolute sort of minimal study-wise knowledge of the Bible. I know little bits and pieces, but you don't have to. See, that's the whole point. I find more of God amongst ordinary peasant people, farming types, agricultural. They have to plough the land, they have to have water, they have to nurture the land. Ordinary people. There's my first prophecy. The Jehovah's Witnesses will fall apart. Ho, ho, ho. How interesting. Sorry, chaps, but there we are. That's what I know in my soul. The same old picture I carry with me everywhere. I do not think I'm Christ. I have messianic tendencies. I have no messianic tendencies whatsoever. I'm just a very ordinary human being who's managed to get through the worst winter sleeping out Britain's had in the last 30 years. Well, it's no big deal. People go up mountains and things, okay? With the right kick, you're fine. The difficulty is having to deal with the local situation. That has been the problem. Rocks to my head that the worst blow has been banned from Morrison's, the local supermarkets here, because the nice people who have their nice hair done and don't through their fat little faces in the Morrison's tea room and Weatherspoon's tea room in the Crown Hotel, all those nice citizens think I'm a tramp, you see. It's been grinding me down. So this is my answer to you stony little stones. Love God, that's what I say. With all your heart, soul, mind and strength.